Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. And today we are talking about the match between Man United and Wolves, which is coming on Sunday. And we're going to talk a flashback of what happened against Man United and Southampton on Sunday, where it seems everything had gone wrong, despite us getting a point. But from everything and all indications, the news this week, United fans were quite disappointed with Ole's selection and Ole's team tactics on Sunday. And we are going to talk about the latest in transfer with Camavinga and Niguez. What do United rely on? With me at the moment, I have Hamil representing Houston Red Army. Hamil, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome, brother. Now, as you see, we got Wolves on Sunday, a defensive technical team who are also different from Leeds. Different from Southampton. We also what happened on Sunday against Southampton. What do we expect this Sunday?
Yeah, man, it's already started, right? The roller coaster ride has already started. We never get the consistency, and it already showed up in the second game, which is sad. But with Wolves, the new coaching, it's gonna be tough. And from what I saw, the replays and all the other, I saw some clips.
Right.
It's a false position for Wolves. If you see, they have like 20 odd shots on target.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's not like they lost bad. So it's a tough game for us. And the sad part is it's an away game. And knowing Ollie, he's always going to try to be defensive. And then second half, he's going to be like, okay, now go for it, which is, I think, the worst way you can start a game. Like every time he does that, we concede a goal. Like when we are attacking, we don't give a goal. But when we start thinking, okay, let's defend it. Like even in the semifinals and finals, we were like, let's keep it safe. And we never keep it safe.
No, we don't.
With Varane, I mean, I don't even know if he's going to start him yet. He should definitely get him in. Like, we definitely need Lindelof gone.
This is the problem. And Ole's recent conference, not the press conference before the Wolves game, the press conference he was asked, are there going to be any more transfers? And his answer was, we did very well in the market. It was a good market, a good transfer. With two players, he's saying it's a good transfer that if we get any more, it's an added bonus. So it doesn't actually give you any optimism or belief that, because I don't think he actually even knows what is going to happen next. Because United, we're going to do that last minute deadline day, go and get some small youngster and some unknown guy. That's how we put in Pellistri, Cavanni, and Diallo. And and doing two transfers, it seems like it's a good thing. Look at Chelsea. I mean, if you're gonna compete with the top boys and as a big team, two transfers is not, especially when you have surplus to requirements of deadwood still sitting there. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't get why didn't we sell any players at all. Like, it almost shows you that the board, they don't want to sell player because they keep saying to buy another player, we need to sell. And if they sell quickly, they will have to buy. So they want to wait till the last day to sell, if they sell Lingard. I mean, now that's the only guy who you can sell. Like, everyone else is on loan.
Exactly.
Jones apparently failed his medical somewhere.
It will probably want with Jones. They said they can't sell Jones. Is it because nobody wants Jones or he has no market value?
He's definitely not Messi, so no one wants him.
Not even a championship team who wants somebody who's won a Champions title to help them.
I think that's where he'll end up if he ever leaves. But not selling is like the biggest thing. Like we got, from what Ollie said in the conference, that he said, okay, we did a good signing. That's true. We did two good signings.
Right.
He didn't put him in the team. That's on him. But even he doesn't know. That's the fact. Like he's definitely like, I need another player. He doesn't know if it's happening or not.
It's like,
and if you remember when the whole, the Super League thing happened, within a week, for next 2 weeks, every day I would hear, the Glazers are behind Ollie. They're going to put in 150 at least. Where is that 150?
Listen, I keep saying, And I said it again, and I will say it again. United have the best spin doctors in the
Yeah,
club. You have a spin
exactly.
doctor for the Glazers and a spin doctor for the media and the fans. They will spin a story that will get you glued and intrigued and
Yeah,
anticipation. Then at the end, like, "Ooh, really? Is that it? Nothing. It's like, when you're expecting a hydrogen, the hydrogen balloons. It's expected
yeah,
to
yeah.
go high. They did the whole lunch. Everyone's gathered around. This hydrogen balloon is gonna go from hair to hair. Everyone that presses hair, they light the fire. Psst.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that? It is done. Yeah. This was as fast as we thought it would go. But we did start. So our next step would be to let it go up in the air. Like, you can't be serious all this time.
Yeah.
That's United.
But that's another thing that partly I would also blame our fans. Like, we shouldn't have dropped that pressure. Like, they were under pressure. They did those quick signings. The shirts started selling, and they were like, "Okay, let's slow down. Let's not put all.
It's
Let's not.
called
Let's not waste money."
strategy. Sancho was the one to cool the fans down.
Mhm.
Veron was the one to give you the belief. Oh yeah, United, we are really going for it this time. Then
Yeah.
lights went out. The Veron
Yeah.
deal is been nearly a month ago now, or nearly a month
Oh
ago.
yeah.
There you
2 weeks in medical.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
that's the longest. What was he doing?
See what I'm saying? That is the Man United way. And look at the people buying the shirts. It's like these were the same people outside Old Trafford, Glazers out. I was like, what happened? So Glazers are now, because they just threw in two players, everyone's all buddy, big old
Yeah.
happy family now. Man,
That's.
I ain't buying no new shirt. Sorry.
Oh yeah, definitely not. But even now, like, how many 5 days remaining? Who can we get? Like right now, I'm hearing
We
Chelsea has
have literally
already.
6 days. August
Yeah,
31st, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
on Monday. Is it Monday? Today?
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday's over. It's
Yeah.
literally over on Tuesday.
And right now, like before coming on, I just read that Chelsea already put a bid on for, who are they going for? I forgot
Niguez
his name.
or no,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
so.
and the center back,
See,
Jules
that is a
Koundé. Yeah,
team
Jules
that is
Koundé.
ambitious. Kunde, see,
Exactly.
that's a
Yeah, yeah.
team that is ambitious. But you see what United are spinning? Oh, United are getting ready for Haaland next year. Give me a break.
But we still have this market open. Like, why are you talking about next year?
Exactly. You see what I mean? So they take your attention away from this and
Exactly.
focus on, yeah, we can Haaland next year.
And Haaland, I'm sorry to say, like, Oli can be his dad. Even he's not coming to United. Like, Haaland is asking for 40 million a year wage. That's gonna throw all the wage budget off. Like, then Pogba will be asking for 500.
He needs to go and sit himself down.
Plus, Riola is asking for 30 for his pocket. And then we have to pay the whatever fee to Dortmund. So it's like impossible signing to do. And if we do it, we're gonna do the same thing like we did last year, stretch it all summer
For another
on
2
the
seasons.
last day and not do it.
Yeah.
On the last day. And
hello,
then what?
Joe. Joe, Houston Red Army has joined us. We are just talking about Hammy. We're just talking Hammy, just talking about where United are, the debacle on Sunday against Southampton. We'll talk about the transfers so far, why United can't seem to sell. Not the only person available to sell is Lingard. Everybody else, they have to loan. We are looking at Ole's statement that we have done well with 2 great transfers. Really? And we are talking about Ole saying if we get one, it will be an added bonus, which tells you what the fuck are these people doing? And we are saying all the fans who were like Ole, Glazers out are all celebrating buying new shirts.
Man, I wish I screenshot that from Manchester United. Maybe it's somewhere there. I will look it up, because as before this transfer window started, they said minimum 4 signings, and not counting the goalkeeper. That's not a signing. Sorry.
No, don't that Tom Heaton one. They need to don't even think about that. Ain't no signing. They're full of it. Like I just told Hammy, United have what you call the best UK spin doctors. These guys will spin. Like I said in the forum earlier, how these guys go to sleep at bed with the eyes closed, considering they spun such a big lie to people every day. You're like, really? All they want us to do is get intrigued. So they're now telling us, you know what? We're chasing Haaland is the next target for next season. Really? Just spinning bullshit. We're tired of this. I'm just tired. Damn. So, Joe, talk to me.
I mean, what do you want me to start with? Like the Haaland situation?
We could start with the transfers now. Camavinga, so Niguez. What do United really want? Because I don't think they really know what they want. All they said, we've had a great window.
I think we have a situation where what we want is a Conte, but there's no Ndidis, there's no Contes available right now. So we've gone from requiring a pure defensive midfielder to a very good box-to-box mixed midfielder that also has a bit of defensive attributes.
Which
right?
is who? Niguez?
I believe that would be Niguez. Yeah. With Camavinga, I mean, just from the highlights that I'm seeing, the kid seems to do everything Fred does, like 10 times better. You know, he's very fast, very quick. That helps him being able to break up plays. He's always disrupting passes and all of that, getting the ball off of people. I mean, you even see him press a little bit more with the team he has now. I mean, if he's with us, he really doesn't even necessarily have to do that. Just basically just grab the ball and just like look for Pogba or Bruno and then have them take care of the rest. You know what I mean? Or he's quick enough to be able to quickly feed it off to them, but then serve as another avenue if he pushes forward. You know what I mean? Right. Kid's great, but it's looking like he's not. We're trying to force it, but it seems like the best players, the players that we've had the best experience with that came in are the ones that really wanted to come here. And it doesn't seem like he really wants to come to Manchester.
He wants to go to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid wants Mbappe. That's the target, Mbappe.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You know what this sounds like? Donny van de Beek. He wanted to go to Real Madrid. They couldn't afford him. We got him because it was a good price. He was sitting on the bench. Kamavinga will be sitting on the bench because he's 18-year-old. And Ole, like we heard this with Ahmed and Pelistri. Oh, we got the next Ronaldo. We got the next Messi. And they're both out of the team, right? They're both on loan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what
I mean, we always knew that was going to happen. There was no way those two was going to come in.
But they were bought on the last day. They were bought on the last day.
Yeah.
Unknown. We never heard of any of them before until the last day.
Man, it does play into the idea that like maybe the management like to play games. I can't imagine those two transfers was the kind of they were so complicated that they had to happen. They probably was just announced the last day because if something else didn't happen, they were the two to say, hey, we got some people in though, you know. Yeah. And you know what? You know me, I'm always trying to look at the good side about everything, right?
Yeah, okay, Mr. Motivator. It's nice.
We have a problem with getting rid of players, right? That's true. Yeah. We also have a problem with getting rid of players that we shouldn't get rid of. Like we shouldn't, like at the time when De Gea, it was getting sold enough for him to go to Real Madrid, we didn't let him go because we really needed him at that point. Pogba is a huge factor with the season going forward. We need Pogba to play this season, you know, and we're not able to get rid of him, you know, not that we're not able to get rid of him. It's just that like, it's just not working out.
No.
Of course, yes, you have your Pereiras, your Jones, Rio. Did you hear the comment with Rio going at Jones?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, Anyway, I just feel like, yeah, but we all know what that is. Our problem is we over-evaluate our players. And
how much is? Let me ask you, how much is Lingard valued? What's his actual value price?
Lingard, I would say 20, 25.
United are asking for 30.
Mhm.
30?
30.
I'm like, yo, 30, what's 5 million? I know it's not my money or whatever, but to take off $25 million off the books so that you can improve your team. Like it's not gonna, you're not gonna get a bigger price than that, because Jesse Lingard is not about to come into this team.
No.
If Jesse Lingard improves his evaluation over the next season, something catastrophic would have had to happen, because he shouldn't have enough game time to evaluate, to elevate his market price at this point, because he's not getting into the starting lineup. Mm-hmm. So it's best to get, like, I don't even know why. I mean, to be honest, West Ham really, with the way they're looking right now, they could actually like do something this season.
They want to get Schumer next.
Schumer?
Yeah.
From Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, if they go ahead and get Jesse, knowing how well he fits with the organization, how well he fits with their style of play, I mean, they can really do something. They really should. I mean, yeah, you're right. They did get Zuma, but they paid like 40 mil for him. Get Jesse Lingard.
The deal is gone through?
Yeah, it looks like it's gone through. Yeah.
Did it?
I believe.
No, I think I
they
saw
said
that
this
something went terribly wrong. Something went terribly wrong. It's like completely off now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
At least they're ambitious. At least they're ambitious.
Yeah.
So
I mean, with Lingard, here's one more thing. Like, no one's talking about it. Just like it's the same Pogba situation with him, but no one really says it. It's his last year.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go. Like he might also be thinking like, screw this 25. I'll just sit here, and next year they will have me for free, and I'll get more money. I don't think he would do that because he's a Manchester boy, but it's the same thing that Pogba is thinking.
I mean, I feel like we're screwed either way, because right? Because if we get rid of him now with a week left, we don't have enough time to get somebody to replace him. So we're screwed with the league in that aspect, because when in one of those phases when Bruno just disappears, we have nobody to come on. Now we're starting to play Pereira and shit. Like, and Mata's getting in the lineup and shit. If he stays the season, right? Yeah, it'll cost them money at the end, right? But we might have a shot at winning some titles, some trophies this season with Pogba.
I think so.
Without Pogba, there is no way. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm like completely. I'm like, okay.
I think
I'm just here for the vibes.
But we are just putting ourselves in a bigger danger next summer. Like, Pogba is gonna leave, Cavani is gonna leave. We still don't have a CDM, so that's 3 signing right there. We need to get.
God. It's like
and then
2 steps forward, 3 steps backwards.
Yeah, and then if Van der Beek is not picked the whole season, he's gonna go. So that's like 4 great players gone. And Matic is gone, obviously.
I would say Donny's a good. I haven't seen anything in him right now for me to.
But he's not given a chance.
Great. I know he hasn't been given a chance, right? That is you're absolutely correct.
But are you on that WhatsApp group?
Yeah,
Joe's there. The peacemaker. He's always there.
Yo, you guys have been going hard lately. I got work to do. I don't know where you guys get the time to just go at it on WhatsApp. Like
so I'm always just drawing. I was telling Tim, I'm always drawing on the computer. So I have my screen up on one. I have like 4 screens at my work. I have one thing. So I chat on one side and draw stuff.
I got it. I got it next to me too.
Yeah, Joe's an IT. Hami's an architect, so you got.
I have the app on my computer. Like, it's right there. It's on the machine. Like, I can't be distracted that long. The conversations are
no, but if you saw that clip of how Sancho plays, the one touch passing,
I saw that.
Van der Beek is similar player. So we need to stop with the Dan James and Lingard. Like, no one reads. Like, I think these smart players attract each other. Like Pogba, even the goal we scored with Greenwood, Pogba to Bruno to Pogba back, all Bruno, that one touch passing.
Yeah.
I think Van der Beek can fill in if he's given the chance. I just don't get it. I don't get it why with Fred and McTominay, one of them can be his position.
See, that's the crazy thing about it. Ole is putting his money on the passion merchants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
where
38
he really needs to be putting his
missed
money
pass.
on the. He should
Talent.
be putting his money on the technical players, the more
Yes,
technical,
exactly.
savvy,
Exactly.
you know, the Donnie. He needs to formulate. He needs to look at what he has and
But
do
that's the
something better
problem.
than
Do you
that.
think he knows what he's Chris? Welcome on the show,
I think.
Chris.
Welcome,
Chris is
Chris. What's
representing
up?
Houston
What up?
Red
What up?
Army. We have a crew, Hammy and Joe. I mean, Chris, here we are. We're talking about 6 days left for the transfer window to close. United are still not sure Camavinga or Niguez. They're not sure. They can't even sell Lingard, who's the only asset to sell at this moment. What do United really want to do? 6 days left.
I think Ole today said he don't think anything gonna happen. I saw something like this.
I think he's lying, by the way.
I saw something like that on Twitter. He said like, I think we have done good so far. I don't think anything gonna happen. Like it's a world of football, anything can happen. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
saw
sure.
that statement he made, right?
That's straight. No, that's politicking 101, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
lowering
exactly.
expectations. Even because if there's something going on, right? If there's something happening. Remember, he said if something comes in, it's a plus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like they're gonna be at a position where we're giving you guys extra, where this is actually where we're supposed to be at. But they can word it that way. They can word that narrative that way, you know. So
and plus
if nobody
Ole,
shows,
yeah, go ahead.
and if nobody else shows up, he's already told you don't expect anything else. So he's covered.
And
good.
plus,
Yeah,
Ole,
it's covered
that's
with
a smart thing.
two
But
signings.
Ole
They're
is
saying
smart,
that was
I think.
2 good signings. I mean, 2 good signings, but a club the size of United, is this it? Is this it? Are we done? Are we ready to challenge with these 2 players, or we're just like top 4, win a trophy, and we're good? Is this it? Because Sancho was from last season. That should have been done last year. So all this is just PR. I think it's just PR. That's why.
It is PR, but also Ole is smart to say that, yeah, I want someone, but who knows if I'll get it. That's basically he said he wants it, but the board's not gonna.
At the very least, we should get at least one more person worth the amount of money that we saved for doing the transfer with Sancho this season instead of last season. From what I think, it was like 30 mil, right? I think we saved like 30 mil. We should at least, that's Camavinga right there. Shouldn't that be?
Yes.
You know?
But okay, say we're
and
going.
Sol Niguez is free.
Sony is free.
Yeah.
Because
say we get Camavinga. Is he the right player for United? Is he the right guy? Joe, Chris, what do you take? What's your take?
I don't think so. Camavinga is ahead. He's like 20 years old, 21.
Young guy.
18.
He looked promising,
18.
but he looked promising, but you cannot come into Premier League and just expect to be. I mean, Premier League is a tough league.
Mm-hmm.
He can be one of the best DMs in a couple of years, but Premier League just not gonna come in like Bruno or like Lukaku and just come in and just fit in. I don't think he's the right guy. So if you ask me, to my opinion, we could have gone for Neves, or I think Neves is proven in Premier League.
That's
for
what
me,
I would have thought. It's so
somebody who knows all these teams, how they play.
Hey Chris, let me ask you a question. Are you holding off on Camavinga because of his age or because he's coming from a league,
French league,
the French league?
I'm holding it because he's coming from a French league.
Okay, so
we've seen a lot of people coming from French league.
You would feel like okay, so you'd feel like Mbappe needs some time to readjust to the.
Not all of them, but most of them flop.
I mean, he looks like the Mbappe of the 19-year-olds in world football right now.
He's a DM. Remember, he's a DM. He ain't no striker.
Yeah. I don't think Ole would put the pressure on him. That's the thing, right?
I could even see Ole put him on the bench.
But Tuanzebe didn't get a chance.
I feel like he's better than Fred.
Look at Tuanzebe is another one.
I feel like as long as you're better than Fred and as long as you're better than McTominay, you can come into this league.
But we can. But this is exactly, we as fans think he's better. We think
but Ole doesn't.
Is better. We think Tuanzebe was better than Lingard.
Lindelof.
But he didn't even. Yeah,
Tuanzebe wasn't better than
Hammy
Lingard.
has nailed it. Hammy just nailed it.
We
know these players are better. Van de Beek is a better footballer than Fred and McTominay. Ole only uses the players he trusts, who he thinks, okay, I know what he could do. I'm not ready. I want to. You see, Ole doesn't take risks. Let's put it. He's not a risk taker. He's comfortable, cautious. This is what will work for me because I'm happy. This has worked last week. It should work. He doesn't take the risk. He doesn't. Considering he played in a team whereby risks were 90% done. He doesn't do that because he's scared to fail and get fired. So he rather, you know what? I would take a draw, and we move on.
He's gonna get fired anyway. If he keeps on with this, he's gonna get fired anyway. So he's gotta take the risk.
Right.
This is the year. If he's not taking risk this year, then it makes no sense for him to be here in the first place.
We have Wolves on Sunday. It was an abysmal game against Southampton. Mason Greenwood saved us with a goal. Beautiful work with Pogba. Chris, where do you see us with Wolves on Sunday? Away.
Wolves away. I know Wolves haven't won a game yet. Wolves, they've been giving. I mean, we've been winning most of the games, but I would, if I'm Ole, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna switch up the players a little bit. Play one defensive mid, and then pull everything else attacking. And on this game, I would start Sancho.
Yeah,
I would start Sancho on the left. I would start Sancho on the left and play Greenwood on the right, or let's play Greenwood up front and then Sancho on the right, and then Pogba on the left, and probably pull of course Bruno, and then push the other guy out behind him.
Right. Hammy, Man United Wolves.
Is Cavanni back? Do you know?
I think Cavanni will be back. I think he's gonna be on the team as a sub. I think so.
Maybe he's gonna come off the bench then. So then I would start with Greenwood, Sancho on the right, Pogba on the left, Bruno, Matic, and Van de Beek. And then Varane should also start, by the way.
Is
Varane can't be just sitting with a world-class player sitting on the bench.
Would you start Varane?
Oh, yeah.
I think Varane starts team.
Are you
I think Varane starts this weekend.
You start if you start this week?
I have a feeling he starts this weekend.
Yo, time to clock in, man.
Yeah.
Time to clock in.
Yeah, time to clock in. Depend on is it clocking in or Ole's clocking in. Everyone wants it to clock in. Ole would decide no. Do you see the problem? That's it. It's all down to Ole.
I've been watching all these videos about people practicing, people in the training grounds.
Yeah.
Yo, did y'all see the one with Marcus Rashford?
No.
He looked like he is in such a hurry to get back, man. I like that look he's got in his eyes, that fire. But bruh, nah, man, just give it another 2-3 weeks at least. Like surgery. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they opened him up or anything like that. They took stuff out, they put stuff
cyborg.
in. But he needs another, I would say maybe another 2-3 weeks, man. Don't rush it in. Because he looked like he's trying to come in here. I'm sure he looked at Martial's performance. He's like, damn, man. He started doing push-ups right then and there. You know, I gotta get back in here. Martial stinking it up.
No, but Joe, if you think about it, Pogba is playing his position and he's got 4 assists.
Yeah, exactly. 5 assists, bro. 5.
Yeah.
So Joe, where are we on Sunday with Wolves?
Hey, I'm just like the Southampton game. I'm confident about this game too. Cavani's healthy. Varane's gonna start, so we don't have to worry about people, certain players getting bullied off the ball, right? And it's time, man. It's time for us to start working on this defense, see how that relationship between him and Maguire works out, and let's get that rolling. As far as the rest of the team, I'd say if Cavani's not starting, then go back to Pogba on the left, Sancho definitely on the right, and Greenwood up top. All right. Yes, I'm dropping. I know he's not gonna drop Martial though. He's not, because after one game of stinking it up, that's just not how Ole rolls, man. That's not how he does.
I think he should start with Greenwood in the middle, Sancho on the right, Pogba on the left, Bruno behind them, then bring in Martial midway second half.
Midway second half. Have Martial and
come on as a sub. With Van de Beek.
Cavanni be the ones that come in to just you know,
as a substitute.
Have like, and it might give them a little bit of confidence too, because they're going to be able to convert later on in the game, right? When the defense, the opposition, a lot, you got you going up against some tired legs. So maybe that's what Martial needs, but he needs to step it up.
Without doubt.
My patience is running real thin.
I think a lot of patients are. Chris.
But
yeah, go on, Chris.
But also having the Wolves lost the head coach, and I also think they lost the goalkeeper, the Portuguese goalkeeper, right? The Portuguese goalkeeper number one. That was their goalkeeper number one. I think they lost him or something.
Okay.
Right. So you're saying they're slightly weakened now?
Yeah, they weak this season.
Yeah.
But I know they have some. They are good in set piece. I know there's a guy, tall defender. He's so good on set pieces, like headers and stuff like that. So we should watch out on that.
I hope Eric Ramsey, the new set piece coach, is not taking his notes for them, because Wolves are very good at set pieces. So we'll see if Eric Ramsey has been doing his homework. We'll just have to wait and see. Chris, let me get back to you. With the window about to shut, can you see another signing, or this is it? It's done.
Well, I might see another signing, but if we're gonna do the signing, they're not playing. It really makes no sense. You know what I mean? Make a signing and make him go to work. You know,
right?
If not, just make sure you sell some players. I mean, before the window is over, I mean, sell some player, bring someone in. But who do we really need at the end before the end of the season signing? Because you might need a CDM, but then you find you're buying a striker.
This is the problem. So if United don't buy CDM, it automatically tells
which position do we really need at the moment that we
need a position, the person to play where Matic is playing. Matic is done. He's can't do this anymore. His legs, he's just not got it anymore. Matic is 10, 20, 15 games a season, give or take.
Yeah.
I think Matic should be playing the League Cup like Carabao. Those games, not Premier League.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Let him play FA, Carabao, and
okay.
such.
So what of the Premier League?
That should play testimonials.
That brings you back to McFred.
You know what? I've always said this, and I thought I was kidding when I say this, and you might be like, Chris, you're out of your mind. But I'm liking the idea. Like, why doesn't Ole try deep waters? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to like try something that you've never done and see whether it's gonna work. Like the other day, I was chatting with you on the group, and I said, you know what? How about play Varane and play Lindelof up front as a DM and see what's gonna happen? Just play. I know he can do it. You all might think I'm kidding, but it might work.
Man, come on, man.
I know it
and we'll play Wan-Bissaka as the striker.
Yo, that shit.
Joe, respond to that. Joe, respond to that.
That shit doesn't even work on FIFA. Like on FIFA, man. Come on. What is it? Wait a minute.
I think we got your brother from Arsenal.
Let me just go ahead and finish that right now. I mean, Lindelof is a defensive mid. What is it about Lindelof's game that has showed you
he's made some assists?
He
made some assists.
Because so he's got a decent pass, but those decent passes, that's what 1-2% of his game that you've seen throughout an entire game. Throughout an entire game, he's going to be under pressure. What is it about Lindelof that says he fares well while under pressure? He would be worse than Fred, you know. And as far as Varane, if Varane, like, you're taking somebody from his best position and putting him, you put him up top.
We were good at that. Round peg and square hole.
But then who's the center back? Lindelof? Come on, man. It's
okay.
So now you're just gonna have two players in two positions that are not really good at those positions.
Hey, I'm gonna take you back. No matter whether those players were good or not. Do you remember Fergie playing Jisoo Park on the right wing, like a defender? Send up full like couple games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Ole? No, Fergie made John O'Shea play as a DM. He used to make West Brown play all positions in the game.
True.
Whenever he didn't have a player to fill up a position,
right?
He'd be like, you know, I'm gonna make you play that position.
But Chris, I'll hold you back. that was a great team. So even if there was one wrong square in a round peg in a square hole, the other quality made up. So you didn't notice it. This is not that team. They're not good enough.
Chris,
You
Chris,
know what?
you play.
I believe,
you
I
play.
believe,
When you put
I believe-
one wrong hole, the whole team is like, there you go.
if we cannot get okay, you seem like Fred and McTominay are not good enough, and
No.
maybe but if we're not gonna get somebody, why don't you try something new? You'll be like, you know what, I can play without a CDM. Oh, how about I play somebody who never plays CDM and see how he's gonna do it?
He don't take risk. He's too scared.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
We're
not.
supposed to test deep water and see what's gonna happen.
Wait,
No.
I think we need to respect Ole and what exactly he's doing. It's not that he's scared. What if he knows that's not his game? He's not good at that. He's not able
That's
to.
what we're saying.
You know, and
He's not a risk taker. He's not that guy.
I don't think it's fair. Like, what's his name from Leeds, the manager for Leeds? That's a motherfucking risk taker, right? With no sense, right? You're comparing him to the greatest manager of club football.
Right.
It's there are levels to this, man.
I
Like,
get it.
You play
But
basketball?
He played
basketball?
under Fergie. He was Fergie's most of the time trump card to get me that goal. If you watch some of those old games, Ole would just sit on the bench, just studying the game. Then he knows which defender's weak. Then he pounces.
He still doesn't use
player,
that.
you will
I
think
don't
you will implement that as in, okay, you've been on the bench, see the weakness. But this guy's there on his monitor, not bothered, legs crossed, like he's having a Sunday cup of tea. You see what I mean?
I don't know.
You don't see him. He's only on the line when he's under pressure. I know every manager is different, but his demeanor shows, you just play what you can. A bit of magic, a bit of luck will get there. There's no, come on, get it done.
Okay, Tim.
Players used to be scared to come back in the dressing room after they messed up. But with Ole, they're coming in majestically like, I fucked up. I'm going to come back straight back in. See what I mean?
I mean, but at the same time, we've seen that same squad that fucked up just completely go out and create miracles because of this guy, because of the belief in this guy. Your comment that you made about him being under Alex Ferguson, etc. I don't know. It feels like at that level, at that professional level, these guys, they have to be constant. They have to be so on it. I can't imagine somebody like Ole, who had been struggling to get a starter position in the team or get game time, is thinking about managerial duties. He's in there. He's probably on the bench thinking, he's thinking about what he's going to do. He's looking at, like, as a striker, like as a competitor. I don't think he's really thinking about, because there's been plenty of players that came, like, if that was the case, our entire class would be filled with world-class managers. As you can see, that is not the case with Keane. That's not the case with Gary. Mind you, most of them, they should have started a little lower, but I don't think being in proximity with someone like Alex Ferguson is automatically gonna, because there should be a lot more people coming out of that
True. And be successful. Very true.
Successful. Yeah.
Hammy.
Yep.
What's your take?
I think just by putting Varane in, even McFred might push forward. That's one positive of if we don't sign anyone. But we do, like, saying that Matic is done. If he's done, why did we not sell him? Like, if you're done, don't take money from the club or don't keep him. Like, why is he sitting on the bench? Like, him and Mata just sitting on the bench, that's just useless.
Don't be surprised.
I think he's fit enough.
If
he probably
Matic
thinks
is going to
he's
be a
fit
coach
enough.
soon. Don't be surprised if Matic is a coach soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Because
Yeah,
that is
and
where
our
United
whole
go.
coaching
Oh,
squad
he's
is
a
done.
very good. The kids look up to him. He might be
Yeah.
a true leader. Man, please get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of that bullshit.
That's another thing. Like, Ollie is new, right? He's learning at his job. Everyone knows that. All the coaches are also, like, one guy he got bullied in Australia with Mike Phelan. I think he was at like, he had his worst coaching experience in Australia and we got back. And then Carrick, he went straight from the team to coaching. Like, if he was good enough, Jose would have took him with him. He didn't. He kept him here. Ole didn't come with any of the coaches. That's another thing. Like if we have an inexperienced manager, we should at least get experienced coaching staff
around you, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Alex Ferguson's board, if you remember, that guy was key to the development of Ronaldo and Rooney. Quiros was the brains behind tactically change, especially in Europe, and that was the success. Who is helping Ole?
Yeah, exactly.
I think they always confuse each other, honestly. Because my feeling, I don't rate him. Carrick, I would have thought Carrick would be the guy to make the midfielders better than what they are. But no, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Carrick should be the one saying that our team needs a CDM. Like,
Yeah.
he played that role. How does he not see it?
I don't. This is what I'm saying. So it's like the blind leading the blind. Or is it the case of the one-eyed man is the king of the jungle, whereby everyone else is blind, but that one man, one eye, he knows everything else, but he doesn't really know shit. That's where we are. Yeah. And it's sad, but this game against Wolves is gonna be epic because United either win or draw. I hope they don't lose because yes, it's too early because after that game is international break, which is good. So you have time to get players back in and all that, which is nice. But you don't want to start too far behind. Last season, we all know what happened. We were so bad. Yeah, preseason, but it is what it is.
I think we're gonna fuck around and lose that game.
Yeah.
So we don't break the record.
Yeah.
We don't break the
we
record.
play home or away?
Away. That would break the record. And it would be an international. Yo, it's all set up, man, for me to have the shittiest international break. I'm just telling you right now.
Yo, and guess what? All last season, the games before international break, we were losing.
Trash, man. Like it was the I
don't remember that part.
There's nothing. I hate that so bad because like it's not like you can then recover in a week. You gotta wait a couple of weeks and let that loss like simmer. You know
what?
Like,
you know what? I think this is all set up for Glazers to do the last day signing. We lose on Sunday. On Monday, they will announce some random.
It's just typical. Right? So
right.
You will forget the loss or the pain by some unknown guy. Oh, he's burning up in training. We just thought he's for the future. Pellistri, we never saw him play. Diallo, 5 games, give or take? Are we even going to see Elanga? Are we going to see these guys? I don't. Look at Chong. Everyone forgot about Chong. He's at Birmingham now. Before he realizes it, it's done. He'll be out of United. That's it. It'll be finished.
I mean, Chong's not ready though. I don't think Chong. At this point, I don't think he's ever going to be a United player.
This is one of the things. You know what?
We gotta let players like that go though. That's just all that is. Stop sending him out on loan.
But did they work hard enough to develop him? Did they work hard enough to develop these guys?
I mean,
you got to ask.
You got to understand with Manchester United, we can't afford to be that team that allows a youngster. Unfortunately, when you get a class of like, let's say you get 10 youngsters, right? We are the team that goes after that 2 up top. Definitely number 1, but definitely we don't allow the 6s and the 7s to linger around. We got to move them over to another team, all right? Make some money off of them, and if they come around and be good again, like Pogba, we buy them because we got the money, Yeah. So it's all good. We got to be. We can't be afraid to let some of these youngsters go where it just doesn't seem. Remember Januzaj? Like Januzaj looked like he was.
Oh, they said he was the next Ronaldo. What happened?
And then like shit, this is football. It happens like that. We just can't be falling in love with a lot of these guys because the story seems good. Everybody loves the story, the academy player, the Rashford story, but it's not always going to work out. And I feel like it hurts our team if we get. It hurts our team, and it hurts those kids' careers to have them linger around. And
look at Pereira. I think Pereira must be devastated. I believe he must be devastated.
Pereira looked like the kind of person he could have spent some. He could easily be in a mid-table team in the Prem. The fact that he's going to Flamengo, So like Flamengo is like one of those kind of teams when
They're
if
one of
you're
the
playing-
best in Brazil, though.
But like if you're playing, but they're in Brazil. But like if you're playing FIFA and you see it pops up and somebody's playing with Flamengo, it's like, oh man, this dude is probably a competitor because nobody plays with Flamengo. I know they're great in all, but you know you got to be really good at the game to play with Flamengo. But like the fact that he's going all the way to Brazil, he could have easily made some money in France. He could have easily gone to Italy, maybe even Spain, but. Like he just hasn't been able to like show himself because he's trying to break into a team that for him skill-wise is just there's a ceiling there that he just can't break.
And
Right.
I think the problem is the ceiling at United is so high.
Yeah.
The bar is set up so high for these youngsters to reach up to.
I agree.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. We see Chong had potential, but then the bar was set up high by people like Rooney and all these type of players. That before you get there, you're gonna have to go through a lot.
Yeah.
And another thing, one more thing with those youngsters, our youngsters are only gonna get a shot if like a real shot. I'm not talking about just because of injury, just throwing Rashford in there. That's not the kind of shot I'm talking about. We're only gonna get a real shot if our first team is solid. Because when we have a solid first team, you won't feel like every week is do or die. That you have to start Bruno and Maguire every time.
That's a good point.
So when you play teams like Wolves, or you play teams like Arsenal, right? You can start the Twanzabis, some of the academy players, because ain't shit gonna happen.
Well,
you put Arsenal as a mid-table team now?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Fergie's great asset back in the day was having to bring the youth and integrate them with experienced players.
Exactly.
That 96 team, the class of 92, they went into a team with Cantona, Mark Hughes, Paul Ince, Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, experienced guys who were able to lead them. But now, who's leading who? That's the problem. It's just like, who's leading who?
I think what's solid right now, as far as the front, the mid, and the back, we have Cavanni up top, leading the forwards. You got Bruno and Pogba, the leadership. Even you can say Mata.
Yeah,
the leadership in the midfield, right?
Mata is given a contract just to be that. He's giving speeches.
Just to motivate.
He's speeches.
Retirement home.
It's like straight up on some straight up Ted Lasso shit. We need you to just be around and just make everybody smile.
Right. We're gonna go predictions now. On Sunday, Man United Wolves. Hammy.
Oh my man. I want to say we'll win, but I can see a draw again.
Wow.
1-1.
Chris, you're smiling.
I'm taking a 3-2.
3-2 Wolves or 3-2 United?
No, we're going to win 3-2 because I feel Adama Traore going to score.
Adama?
Oh
yeah, he's a handful.
He's finally going to score? He's finally going to score?
And I saw rumors on Twitter today he might go to Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Makes no sense.
Right.
Makes no sense.
Joe, Man United Wolves.
If Varane plays, it's going to be a 1-1 tie. If Varane doesn't, it's going to be a 2-2 tie. But I got a feeling we might lose that game. Just because of
it's
his track record of, like he needs that game to break the record. He has a track record of not
fucking up.
Yeah. Shit, man. I'm telling
you. You have heard it from Houston Red Army. We've had Hammy, Chris, and Joe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you disagree with their points, drop your comments and tell us what you think of what they said. If you disagree with Hammy or Chris or Joe, tell us that you don't agree with their predictions, you don't agree with what they suggested in reference to transfers and United's predictions and how United are going to set up, or is Ole still the right guy? Drop your comments in our show. Well, absolutely a great show today. Hammy, thank you very much. Chris, thank you for joining. Joe, thank you for Grant. We shall see
Hey, Tim.
Yes, mate.
Hold on. One moment. Today, Monaco lost. So why are we not in for Tchouaméni? That's another thing to think about.
The question now is sometimes you got to ask some of those technical grifted players out there. Are United even looking at these players? Because they ain't in EPL.
Yeah, link to them.
It's technical grifters.
You know, there's some players whereby there are so many talented players out in Europe who play in Europe, but United scope doesn't go that far. They look at Premier League. They still look. If Declan Rice was less than 100 million, they'll be on Declan Rice's case. But 100 million, they're like, no, beyond our budget.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So they still tend to have the small window. And these other guys, Camavinga, Niguez, they're having to overlook microscopically, zoom in, like how good would he fit in? So they're not sure because the scouting, I don't think is really good enough. They're only
not there.
That's why if they want to be safe, just go and get Niguez from Wolves. Just get him. He's EPL proven. He plays defensively in a defensive-minded team. Get him, sell Lingard, and move on. Because this being linked to left, right, center, you're not going to get any of them. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not gonna get Neves this season, but if he's still gonna be available, he's gonna come to United next season. Watch.
Really?
Or January. Probably January. I say January.
That's assuming somebody else doesn't come available, because I can think of a lot of players that I would prefer over Neves.
Right.
I think Neves comes to the team is January after the board and everything sees how from now on to like Christmas goes, and then January be like, you know what, this is it. We gotta go for him.
Right. Well, so you're saying, depending on how bad things go, then United, like, okay, things are not going well. We do really need to see them. So you think they're going to just test the waters first?
Yes.
All right. Right. If you guys agree with Chris, if you guys agree with Hemi or Joe, drop your comments and we'll take it from the guys. An absolute great show. Glory, glory.
Man United.
See you guys in our next show. See you guys later, bro.
See you.
Take
Peace
care.
out.
Bye.